So guys, welcome to our channel once again. In today's video on our JAMB biology exam revision series, we are going to check out these 16 JAMB repeated practice questions on application of the principles of heredity. So guys, ensure to stay till the end of this video, as this video will be helpful for you to prepare for your JAMB. Also, I believe you already know what to do at any point where you feel you want to take off the answer to the question before we provide the answer. You can always feel free to pause this video and try out the answer to the question even before we provide the answer. So guys, let's look at the first question here. It says, which of the following statements best describes the application of genetics? A. Genetics is used in forensics to analyze DNA evidence and solve crimes. B. Genetics is primarily used for the production of genetically modified organisms, that's GMOs. C. Genetics is only relevant for scientists and researchers in the field of biology. And D. Genetics is used to study the interaction between organisms and their environment. So guys, the answer to this question is option A, and that's genetic is used in forensics to analyze DNA evidence and solve crimes. So guys, we know that option D is wrong here because the interaction between organisms and their environment is not genetic, and that's ecology. And genetics is not meant only for scientists and researchers in the field of biology. So that's not also correct. So guys, option B says genetics is primarily used for the production of genetically modified crops. So guys, that's not the primary use of genetics. So the correct answer to the question here is option A, which says genetics is used in forensics, that's in investigational matters, as well as to analyze DNA and then to solve crimes. So guys, these are the major things genetics, or the major advantages of genetics here. So guys, let's look at the next question, and that's question number 2. It says, one of the advantages of outbreeding is A. Pest tolerance, B. Tall height, C. Disease resistance, D. Fast growth. So guys, when we talk about outbreeding, we're talking about crossbreeding of organisms. So guys, in this situation, the major reason why we would want to crossbreed our organism is to produce offsprings that are resistant to disease. So guys, in this case, option C is the correct answer to this question. So let's look at the next question, and that's question number 3. Guys, the question says, genetic counseling is important when a marriage is planned between a rhesus negative woman and rhesus negative man, B. Rhesus positive woman and rhesus positive man, C. Rhesus negative woman and rhesus positive man, D. Rhesus positive woman and rhesus negative man. So guys, this question is relating to the rhesus factor, which is in the blood. So guys, we know about the blood group. We have AB, and O, and then we have the rhesus factor, which indicates positive or negative in the blood. So guys, here counseling is actually important when a marriage is planned between a rhesus negative woman and a rhesus positive man. This is because a rhesus negative woman is supposed to get married to a rhesus negative man and not a rhesus positive man. If not, after the birth of the first child, she won't be able to give birth to another child. And that's because the rhesus factor will be contradicting each other, and this will affect the unborn child in this situation, because if the unborn child is a rhesus positive as the father. Now, the rhesus negative blood of the woman will counter that of the unborn child, and in most situations this will lead to stillbirth. So let's look at the next question, guys, and that's question number 4. It says a farmer's assumption that the seed from a good harvest will produce a good yield is explained by the theory of A, adaptation, B, variation, C, heredity, D, evolution. So guys, the answer to this question is option C, and that's heredity. A farmer's assumption that the seed from a good harvest will produce a good yield is explained by the theory of heredity, because a seed that is from a good harvest producing a good yield means that it's actually taking up the genetic materials of the parent's plants. So guys, this is a form of heredity. So let's look at the next question, and that's the question number 5. It says one reason for the success of Mendel's work is that he A, drew up his laws of inheritance based on his knowledge of chromosomes, B, introduced quantitative and qualitative elements into his work, C, was the first to carry out research work on modern genetics, D, selected 2 characteristics only at a time for study. So guys, the answer to this question is option D, and that's selected 2 characteristics only at a time for study. Now, selecting the 2 characteristics only at each time for study helped him to observe the inheritance of the individual traits and not having any interference from other traits. So this approach is known as the law of independent assortment. So let's look at the next question, guys, and that's question number 6. It says to select and retain the desirable traits of large body size which a farmer has observed in his herd, the farmer needs to A, inbreed the animals in his herd, B, prevent diseases in his herd, C, feed the animals in the herd with more food, D, crossbreed his animals with a different herd. So guys, the answer to this question is option A, and that's inbreed the animals in his herd. So guys, since the characteristic is already seen in the animals the farmer has in his herd, he only needs to inbreed the animals, that's breed them between each other. So in that way, he can produce this same characteristic in the next generation. So guys, let's look at the next question, and that's question number 7. It says paternity disputes can most accurately be resolved through the use of A, blood group typing, B, fingerprinting, C, DNA analysis, D, tongue rolling. So guys, the answer to this question is DNA analysis. So paternity disputes can be most accurately resolved through the use of DNA analysis, because the DNA analysis helps to show the paternity of a child. So guys, this is the correct answer to this question. So we are going to look at the next question, guys, and that's question number 8. It says which of the following scientists did not contribute to the development of genetics? We have Felix Dujardin, B, Gregor Mendel, C, Thomas Morgan, and D, Wilhelm Johansen. So guys, the answer to this question is Felix Dujardin. Felix Dujardin did not contribute to the development of genetics. Rather, his contribution is based on the cell. So guys, these other options here have major contributions in development of genetics. Of course, we know Gregor Mendel, who happens to be the father of modern genetics, for his work on pea plants. So we also know about Thomas Morgan. Guys, Thomas Morgan worked on chromosome theory of inheritance. So guys, he also has a contribution in development of genetics as such. So guys, William Johansen actually coined the term gene, and guys, that's a major contribution in the development of genetics. So without wasting much of our time, guys, let's check out the next question, and that's question number 9. It says, which of the following pairs of biologists discovered the rhesus factor in human blood? A. Hooke and Lavin. B. Landsteiner and Lavin. C. Hooke and Darwin. D. Darwin and Landsteiner. So guys, the answer to this question is option B, and that's Landsteiner and Lavin. So guys, these two scientists actually discovered the rhesus factor in human blood. So let's look at the next question, guys, and that's question number 10. It says, an accurate identification of a rapist can be carried out by conducting a. Blood group test, B. DNA analysis, C. RNA analysis, and D. Behavioral trait test. So guys, the answer to this question is DNA analysis. DNA analysis is the only test that has the ability to actually prove all the factors needed for this case or this situation of this crime. So guys, in crime detection, DNA analysis can actually be used. So guys, let's look at the next question, and that's question number 11. It says, Hassan and Hussein are identical twins, but Hassan grows taller and fatter than Hussein. This is probably because A. Hussein is endowed with genes for shortness and thinness. B. They are raised in different environments. So C. Hassan inherits gene for tallness and fatness from the father. D. They have dissimilar genotypes. So guys, in this situation, these two individuals are identical twins. So it actually entails that genetically they happen to be the same. So the correct option here is that of environment. So the only thing that can make Hassan and Hussein be of different body size is environmental factors out of all the options listed here. So guys, option B is the correct answer to this question, and that's they are raised in different environments. So guys, let's look at the next question, and that's question number 12. It says, the surest way to combine the best qualities of both parents in the offspring is by A. Crossbreeding, B. Inbreeding, C. Selective breeding, D. Pure breeding. So guys, I believe you already know the answer to this question, and that's crossbreeding. Crossbreeding allows us to select desirable characters from two different individual parents and then bring it up in an offspring. So guys, that's the way we can actually produce an offspring that has the desirable characters we want in two different parents. So guys, let's look at the next question, and that's question number 13. It says, scientists who study genetics are known as A. geneticists, B. Mendelists, C. genealogists, and D. gene scientists. So guys, the answer to this question is option A, and that's geneticists. So let's look at the next question, and that's question number 14. We are almost rounding off, and guys, if you're not yet a subscriber to this channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below to subscribe to our channel. In that way, you will be able to see our videos as soon as we record any new video on your JAMB series. So guys, let's look at this question. The question says, the mating of a hybrid organism with one of its parents is known as A, forward cross, B, back cross, C, crossover, D, test cross. So guys, this is a form of back cross, the mating of a hybrid organism with one of its parents is a back cross. So that's option B, guys. Let's look at the next question, and that's question number 15. It says, which of the following pairs of scientists discovered the rhesus factor in human blood? So guys, we've answered this question before, and I wouldn't like to waste your time again going through the options. Guys, the answer to this question is Landsteiner and 11. So guys, let's look at the next and the last question, and that's question number 16. It says, an accurate identification of a rapist can be carried out by conducting a... Guys, again, this is a repeated question, and I'll leave it as a bonus for you guys. The answer to this question here is option B, and that's DNA analysis. So guys, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not a subscriber. Also, if you have any question regarding this video, please drop your question on the comment section below, and we'll ensure to give you a response. Thank you for watching this video, and see you next time.